Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Hey, so, I've been married just over 20 years now to a man that, he has a great job, Naval Reservist officer in the Naval Reserves. I'm a nurse. We have great incomes, but, we started out this marriage with, it all kind of evolved because we really started this marriage with no communication about finances. And, it's the typical, I'm the spender, he's the saver. But to him, he's very black and white, very engineer-like, needs nothing in his life. He doesn't need vacations, doesn't have hobbies, friends, nothing. So, that just puts my spending on steroids, which I don't even spend that much. I mean, it's just that.
But to him, you're Congress. You might as well be. You're out of control.
Right. So he runs
go
with
to
that
anything.
because he's just so literal to the point that, and that is the issue. The degree that he is literal is the problem. And it's created this, he's gotten so financially abusive. We've never shared accounts. He transfers what he wants, my allowance, to my account. I can't see the other accounts.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. He's not on the call. So I can tell you right now, He sucks. That's not a way to be married to somebody, okay? But he's not on the call.
I understand.
So let me ask you, what have you done to try to bridge this gap?
Well, I mean, the problem is he only cares about
you just brought you went right back to him. Come to you. What have you done to try to bridge this gap?
I've tried to talk to him,
okay.
And say we need to communicate about this. We came into the marriage. I came in with like a 2-year-old, and I think we lived very separately at first. Our finances were divided, which was fine. But when we had our twins, it needed to be combined, and then it all just went downhill from there. I have tried to talk to him, but he's one that is very, I say narcissistic, Asperger's. There's no having a conversation with him. He deflects, gets defensive. You can't get past that. We have never communicated in the 20 years.
Okay.
We can't get past
Then let's do something different.
Trying to dive into it.
Let's do something different then, okay? Have you ever sat down with your husband and said, listen, because here's what's funny. I can feel myself getting defensive talking to you. And I barely know how Excel works. My wife's love language is spreadsheets and lists.
That's his.
Okay, and I know how Excel works. I know how one of the formulas works in Excel.
Yep.
Okay.
Same.
So, have you sat down with him and said, "Listen, I've got one foot out the door. I don't feel safe in this marriage. I don't feel like we need to communicate better," because he's probably thinking, "I communicate fine with the equal sum function on Excel. What is so hard? Why are we not communicating?" Have you said, "I don't feel safe in this house"?
Yes, he doesn't. That doesn't faze him. He doesn't.
Okay, but listen. Then you're if you have tried that, if you have said, "I don't feel safe in my home, I don't feel safe in this marriage, I'm worried about our kids," and he has looked at you, whether either exactly or behaviorally, and said, "I don't care what you think or what you feel." Listen, if he's done that, then every second you spend going back to 20 years ago, and I've done this, and is a waste of energy.
Yes. Yes.
It just is. He has left you so long ago. He just never filed papers.
Nope.
Okay?
Yep, 100%.
And so the better use of your energy and your time and your spirit and your love for yourself and for your kids is to exhale and to grieve that emptiness of your marriage in real time, and then go be about this scary question, what am I going to do now?
Well, that's my real question is, how do you get out when you have no access to any of the finances? I can't get a retainer fee. And the question I had is, do you open, all my friends say, open up a credit card. I'll max that baby out in 6 months because I don't even know if I can get credit because I've never had a credit card. When I did, the one time I did.
Hold on. Stop with all that.
If he doesn't want to spend anything, he says, use your own credit card.
You're just spinning circles inside your own chest. I know it's scary. Okay? Have you called an attorney yet?
I don't have money to even.
You don't know that, though.
Access to money to even do a consult fee.
You don't know that.
I have. Yes, in the past, I have talked to a couple attorneys.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you sat down and said, "My husband, we have a ton of money. I have no access to it, and so I'm going to have to pay you as a percentage on the back end?
The couple that I have weren't really willing to do that.
Okay, then go to the next one.
That's been 5 years now.
Then go to the next one, or go get yourself a part-time job.
And where is your money going?
I have a job.
Okay.
I have a job. He handles it.
No, where do your paychecks go? They go direct deposit into his bank account that he has sole ownership of?
Well, we recently, 5 years ago, we opened up a joint account that his paycheck and my check go into, and then he takes everything out and transfers it back to his account and leaves me, like $300 a week out of a... But
listen,
you have control,
yes.
But you have say in the joint account, right?
No, but if I take more than he wants me to, he will deduct that.
Change the direct deposit to go into your account.
Go right to your boss.
But I have, and then he tells me. Then he tells me he's gonna change his direct deposit and won't give me anything because I'm playing games. He's done it. He's transferred his direct deposit.
You are playing games. Tell him I am planning to leave you.
I'm worried to say that only because he knows that we talk about divorce all the time, but he doesn't care. That doesn't faze him. He doesn't care if I leave. But if I tell him that, he'll just be like, do what you need to do.
Okay, then why does that scare you so bad?
Because I don't know. I don't know how to get money to get out because he's going to play games during the divorce. I know I'll be fine at the end. I'm worried about I can't just run out like my friends and go get an apartment. He's going to stop paying the phone bill. He's going to take all the things like stop paying the car insurance. He's going to cut off everything.
Is this
tell me he can't pay it because now we have to pay for a divorce?
Ellie,
it's my fault.
Ellie, is this real?
Oh no, I know it's not. I just want to get out, and I don't know how to get out without a dime. How to walk away without a dime. I don't care about the relationship.
How much money do you make? How much money do you make in your job?
Well, I'm only working part-time now. I probably make only about $40,000 as a nurse. He makes, upwards of
then you might have to go full-time. If your marriage is this far gone and you're with somebody who's so abusive, listen, Ellie, listen. What you're saying simply isn't true. You make $40,000 a year, and you could turn a switch on and make 65 starting tomorrow, and it would change your kids' lives. It would change your life. You'd have to get childcare. You'd have to get rides. All that is true, but you could have an apartment tomorrow if you wanted one. Period. And you might have to pay the phone bill. You might have to pay car insurance. All that is true. But
how do you do that without credit?
You could. Yes, you can.
You don't need credit to switch car insurance and to get a phone. You're not going to go into debt.
Right.
So please don't open a credit card. You have money. You can do this. Are you in debt right now?
No.
Good.
I'm not. I mean, we have like $10,000 on one credit card, but I mean
that your name is on
more than that. Yeah.
You've made up so many stories.
His card.
Listen, you've made up so many stories in your mind about what's going to happen, and then this is going to happen, and then that's going to happen.
Yes.
That's called anxiety. You are creating future narratives, and you're experiencing them in the now.
Yes,
okay?
I'm just so worried because I know he's going to make this a living.
He is because he's that kind of guy. Okay, but what's your option? To keep just wrapping this spider's web around your arms and your legs and your eyes and your ears and your nose and your neck and all over, or he's going to do what he's going to do. I'm going to go do the next right thing for me and my family. Period.
Yes. I mean, my kids are in college, but he.
Then you could be in a one-bedroom apartment tomorrow with $40,000. You can go to full-time tomorrow and make $80,000 or $60,000. All of these things are true.
And you can change direct deposit. And yes, he's going to retaliate and he's going to do all these things. It doesn't matter. You're going to take ownership of the things you have control over. And there's more in control than you think.
It's day one. Go make your move.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.